2, 1, go. I think it's on with the show. I don't know. Are we live? Hello, hello, hello. Oh, goodness gracious. I am so super excited to be here with you today. Presentation number 2 of What's New? The Get Wise 3x3 Pain-Free Vitality presentation. Here to help you stressed professionals, exhausted entrepreneurs, frazzled founders, cranky creators, weary writers, and other beleaguered business people. I have to come up with something for that. But I am just, it's a privilege and an honor to be here with you today. Please hold. My co-pilot wants in. He's got that FOMO, right? Come on up and say hi. There he is. He is like, I'm the star of the show. That's right. So before we get going with the presentation, the introduction, the overview of the newly revised program, simplified, clarified, and amplified. There you go. Max has to share his love with all of you all around the world. He has so much love and energetic enthusiasm. Yes, we're quite a pair. Me and my Max man. All right, let me go on with the show, mister. Get your toys. Thank you. Thank you. This is live, y'all. Stick with me. Catch the replay if you've got other places to be. You don't need to watch. You can listen, although watching is also fun. I just made a post about this incredible Mystic Manor space that I'm going to be at a mastermind with other school community creators on Saturday in Los Angeles. I am so excited. And that's part of why I'm making the incredible value, super special offer you'll be hearing about at the end of this presentation. So I am going to just get right into it. Are you ready? Where in your body are you having some pain? Let's take a moment to tune in. Take a nice deep breath. Smile. Yeah, maybe you want to let the air out like that. I like letting it out of a balloon. Or maybe you want to sigh or whatever. Smile and enjoy the sensations. Think about something that brings you joy. Maybe it's something you're looking forward to coming up this weekend. It's a holiday weekend here in the States, Memorial Day weekend. Folks have Monday off. There's a lot of barbecues and things. For some folks, it'll be a challenge because it might present obstacles to their current health goals. If they're working to on cleaner eating or losing weight or avoiding alcohol or any of those things that get presented to you when you go to these large gatherings. And that's one of the phases of this program, is to help you navigate those challenges successfully and guilt-free, right? So the Get Wise 3x3, yes, the foundations. If you're familiar with me, you know about the Wise Way, Wise with Wendy. WISE stands for Wellness, Integration, Solution, Essentials. Basically, blah, 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 Wendy. What that means is the basics that you need to make a part of you so that healthy living isn't more things to do. You know, we're silly humans and we overcomplicate things so much. We're like, oh, but I have to go to the gym to get fit. Oh, but I have to go to the chiro or the physio to get that fixed, or the doctor has to fix that. Look within, reset, tune. We are incredibly adaptive, resilient organisms designed to ensure our survival, to propagate the species. So pain is just a signal to help with that. And the more we're looking outside of ourselves for fixes and while we spin in our fears, the less healthy we're going to be, no matter what we try. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of us are doing the quote unquote right things for healthy living, but they're just not working for us. Maybe there's just a subtle shift in the way we're thinking about it or going about it, or some tiny little modification in the way we're living our lives that will help us thrive. And that's what I'm here to do. Yay! That's right. Every good coach will tell you to know your great big why. And here I am with my arms up to the sky in that great big why. Now, if you're watching over here on my screen, you will see Barefoot Vitality. That is the community offering where the pain relief programs are. It is on the new platform Skool, Skool. And I will tell you more about that. I'm happy to help you set up your own Skool community and walk you through all of it on a Zoom call. And Max, should we do the presentation? Should we have some coffee? What do you have to say for the folks? Oh, squeaky toy, squeak, squeak. You want to see the unicorn? No, it's mine. He's going to knock me over. Okay, go lay down. Have a sip of coffee for me before I dive into this presentation. Now, let me know in the chat where you're visiting from, which platform you're on, and if you have any questions, I should be able to catch them. I pulled up the LinkedIn so that I can see over on that platform. Let's mute this, and there we go, because they aren't synced in. Here we go. Presentation. Hopefully the connection is good and I'm not lagging too much. It looks good. I just had a sip of my coffee. Here we are. Get wise. 3x3 vitality. Should I make this bigger? Let's try it this way today. So there we go. I like that one. I wonder if I can move my little box over. I guess I can't. Oh, how about that? I just learned something. Bear with me. I'll have another sip of coffee. How about you? What are you drinking? Drop it in the comments. It's so good when it's fresh. Those first few sips. Come on, can we go back the other way? Dear technology. Dear technology. There we go. All right. I'm ready now. Are you ready? Yeah, let's get into it. Pain relief for busy bodies. And we're all busy and pulled in a million different directions these days, right? Okay, I guess I have to use the mouse. It's not working. There we go. This is what we're going to go over today. The 3 phases of welcome with the 3 phases overview. What it's for, why it matters, and what it's going to do for you, and then a wrap up, and of course that incredible special offer to help me on my way to LA. So welcome. I am so happy you're here. Max is happy you're here too. We're so excited about living well with less effort. Yes, living an adventurous aging. It is the way to go to grow. Now, if you don't know me, I'm Wendy. Hi. W arms. Tomorrow is Wonderful Wellness. Or wait, that's today, isn't it? What am I talking about? What day is it? Who am I? I'm Wendy, and it is Wonderful Wellness Wednesday with Wendy. Woohoo! I am your goofy guide, a moving motivator, a neuromuscular myofascial therapist with over 3 decades, ample certifications and qualifications, credentials, helping folks with clinical orthopedic concerns or just, getting the motivation to move more. I've gone through, young adult interest in the brain and the body into fitness and working with the athletic trainers in high school athletics, 3-season sports, and playing rugby in college, which I dropped to enter the School of Dance, a very modern performance art, somatic practices kind of dance curriculum at Ohio University, and then into New York. And that's where I was not allowed to provide services to first responders because I did not have credentials, because I was the amateur with a bunch of, shiatsu, this, that, and the other practices, but not credentials. And after that, I went and and started gathering the credentials. Now, it was in my 40s, back in 2016, when I was literally falling apart. My knee would give out trying to stand up, almost broke a toilet one day when I fell. I could barely undo or fasten my pants or do a ponytail. My thumb arthritis was so bad. My foot was in constant pain. I had very limited neck range of motion and just chronic pain that gave me insomnia. I was well over 60 pounds, technically obese by the body mass index, and just no energy, bloated, miserable, and losing my movement ability. And I was like, whoa, I'm not even 50 yet. And I know where this is going. And I'm like, I don't want pancreatic cancer. I don't want to be in a wheelchair. I don't want to be having these procedures. I am going to make a change. And I decided to make a change. I decided that I would be happier and healthier every year up to and after 50. And I am now 55 plus. That's right, I rounded that bend, and successfully on my endeavor to get stronger and stronger every day, every year, mentally, physically, emotionally. And it's a journey. I'm still doing, I'm now pursuing a transformational life coaching certification in one of the communities to really help me, dredge the pond and get a lot of those limiting traumas and griefs and beliefs out of my system to better serve others, to serve with significance. It's a privilege and an honor, and I'm feeling the energy effervesce. And I am just blessed to help others reclaim their movement freedom and vitality. And movement freedom can exist within other limitations. I worked with people with MS, with cerebral palsy, with serious metal in their bodies, with, shoulders that will never have a range of motion like mine do, or like they did pre-whatever, airplane accidents, body full of bullet holes. I've seen a lot of interesting body stories. And the thing is, there's always capacity for movement, even if you're bedbound, because we have the mind's eye. And you have the power to move yourself through whatever it is. And my simple steps turned into a year-long, overwhelming, bloated program that I've been condensing down over the past few years. I became a certified health coach and behavior change specialist to help not only reaffirm my journey in 2018, but to help others take the work off the table, to integrate these practices and to stop being overwhelmed by all of the happiness information. People still get confused when I talk about happier, healthier humans. I'm like, no, it's not happy. It's about choosing to be happier and healthier come what may. Do you want back out? Or are you going to keep stressing me? Please, come on. That's right. So here is the secret to longevity, vitality, thriving lifelong, the Wise 3x3 Vitality Formula. Your formula for fun, loving freedom with the foundations of move, meal, and mind, and the pillar phases of attention, activation, adaptation for the resulting outcome of happier, healthier humans. Hooray! Yay! Now, pain and wellness, a few notes. Tension, stress, and pain are required for life, folks. They are required. Go on. Just like service is required to let the dog out. In or out? Oh, he's going to play this game the whole time, isn't he? So, essential at a cellular level from the moment we're conceived. I mean, there has to be a certain amount of stress and tension for the sperm to enter the egg, for the cells to split, for our body to be built, for our body to repair as we get older, as we age. So there's the biotensegrity. There's tension and stress that is required for us to sit up, to stand, to move through the world, to remain upright. And pain, as I mentioned before, is a signal designed to ensure our survival. It's an urgent alert for you to pay attention, people. And we end up numbing it or brushing it off. Oh, there's that pesky pain again. And by not addressing these signals when they're a whisper, they end up becoming a scream and then requiring painful procedures that then usually require pills or more procedures or endless physician's visits or more procedures or more pain in this vicious pain cycle. The great news is you can break that cycle, right? Stop ignoring and masking these signals before it becomes the chronic issue that really limits your quality of life. Start taming your tension today, integrating wellness practices so you can thrive lifelong with a pain-free existence. Now, when I talk about pain-free, I don't mean no pain at all. There are discomforts. There are going to be pains, emotional, physical, mental pains. It's how we address these things. How do you respond to this signal that is trying to get your attention to create some change in your life? Yeah? Roll with it. Here's an overview of the foundations. The more often we move in more ways, the better off we're going to be. Right? They talk about sitting is the new smoking. It's not sitting. It's the way we sit. It's stagnation. It's people switch to a stand-up desk and get hip problems and back problems because they stand in an imbalanced position for too long. The duration, the lack of variety, the lack of frequency in variety of movement. I mean, ancient cultures sat all day, all the time, but they kept switching positions. They were on the ground balancing their energy with the planetary powers, and they were constantly changing their positions in squatting low to the ground positions that many people, modern man, can't even get into. They lack the ankle dorsiflexion, the hip flexion. Okay, before I get too sciencey, let's move on. Eat real food, people. Cut the crap. Yeah, real food for real healthy vitality lifelong. And mind well, again, cut the crap. It's just, you want positively radiant well-being. Well, stop talking shit to yourself. Now, the pillars that move us through, we know awareness is the key to unlocking the door to change. Well, attention starts taking your gaze through that door. Activation takes you into motion, into action, because without action, there can be no change. And adaptation are the adjustments that we make along the way. You know, balance is a dynamic act. There is no pure work-life balance. There is no static balanced state. Even these tall skyscrapers, wave in the wind, the willow, the oak, there's always those little micro movements. Go ahead and try it. Sit or stand, quote unquote, still, and sense the movement that's within that little. There's always dynamic. We're energetic beings. The whole world is alive with vibration. So there's constantly adaptations, as well as with the obstacles I was just talking about with holidays and family gatherings, word gatherings, and life's little obstacles and roller coasters, dumpster fires and things. So we want to be happier, we want to be healthier. And as humans, when we choose that, we're creating a better world, not only for ourselves within, but for those all around. So let's dive a little bit deeper into phase one. Attention, get set, ignite your journey. All about initiating awareness and setting the stage for building firm foundations from which you can bounce into whatever activities you want throughout your life. We'll start with just some, integrating the practice of scanning, body scanning, tuning in every single day on my Taming Your Tension Today episodes, broadcasts. You can catch the replays. 508 it will be today. I talk about the 3 keys to reset anywhere, anytime. Breathe, smile, and joy. And when you do that, you can take a quick scan of your body head to toe. You might have to practice. That doesn't mean you have to lay down and do a body scan meditation or put anything on. Stop needing other things. Just train yourself to be able to do a quick scan. You start more slowly with some of those guided meditations at first to help you really tune into your body. Can you feel your toes right now? they're being squished in shoes. I could go on a whole soapbox rant about that right now, but learning to tune in, it's a skill we have to reopen the gateways to sensing and to sensing our being in our body. And as you get better at that, you can do it more quickly to prevent the pains and injuries and to release the tension. Another way to do that is to squeeze and release, squeeze, shake it off, have fun with it, play, moves you out of pain, enhances your connection for boosting vitality lifelong. There you go. Cut the crap. We talked about that. Avoid the added sugars. There are so many different names for sugars that we can dive into. I've got sheets with hundreds of different names of the sugars hidden in the processed, crap-laden food that we choose to eat in the shiny, pretty packages with the fun ads that eat this right in front of your face. Eat this. But here's the thing. Once you cleanse your palate and you get off all of the artificial flavors and ingredients and processed foods with all the oils and the fats and the sugars and the stuff, that then you can't really stand the taste of it anymore. Like while you're eating the crappy food, you can't, a lot of people are like, vegetables don't taste good. There's blah, because you can't taste, because your taste buds are in this delusional haze of marketing foods and packages that actually don't really deliver you a whole lot more than the emotional satisfaction of eating them, because they're lacking a lot of nutrients most of the time. So just starting by cutting the crap, reducing your added sugar intake, reducing your processed food. I'm not saying eliminate it, just start to cut the crap. It's a process. It took me a good year, to cut certain things out. And then I worked on the next level. It's a wheel. We go round and get better and better and better as we go, hopefully, to avoid falling apart, right? And for the mind foundation of the first phase, we take aim. Because if you're going to hit a target, you got to know where it is, you got to know what it is, where it is, and you got to be able to see it, right? So aim is awareness, intention, and meaning, that motivation that will pull you through. It's that other kind of big why that coaches talk about. Why is this important to you? To change. I mean, you want to avoid the pills and the procedures, right? You want to not have the diseases. I don't want pancreatic cancer. That was very important for me to cut a lot of that sugar out. And, I didn't want to feel the way I felt in my 40s when I was drinking a lot in my 30s and 40s. It just felt like crap all the time. I want to be able to travel the world. I want to be able to speak on stage. I want to have the mental clarity for writing the books that are in me waiting to come out. People want to play with grandkids, to be around for, their business or for their family or for their church or for their community or to leave their legacy or to travel the globe speaking and sharing joy like I will be doing. Putting together a happier, healthier humans foundation to put together some Wise Life Echo Haven off-grid retreat resort centers. Yes, a matrix of them. I 10x that vision. Woo! That is going to be something. If you're interested in helping out with that, let's talk. Phase 2. Oh, my computer went to sleep. How about that? Phase 2, get wise. That's right. Activation, get going, accelerate. I got distracted. Darn devices. Accelerate your journey. This stage is going to build on the foundations, and you let the foundations get set a little bit more dynamic and functional activities. Jam on the juicy jam. That's joint activation mobility practice in just as 5, 10, 15 minutes a day. You can bulletproof your body with this practice. I don't mean you'll be resistant to bullets, but it's a term we use to say more resilient for the activities you want to do, less likely to be injured. Okay, that's what that bulletproof your body thing is all about. Cars are controlled articular rotations, right? Basically, Jam on through your range of motion, get the gunk out by slowly exploring and fully hitting that edges. Like how am I today as I slowly explore that edge of movement and motion, isolating it so that none of the rest of my body is moving. And we can go through that head to toe, and it gives you a great warm up for activities, or just a great way to start your day to kind of get those aches and creaky, sticky spots out. So it's a wonderful practice, essential for functional movement, relieving pain, reducing the risk of injury, and just boosting joint health and the health of your muscles and tissues, to carry you through the things you've got to do lifelong. That's right. Flexibility, mobility, strength, stability, it's all interrelated. Peak performance, people. For the meal pillar, meal foundation, the second pillar, it's rainbow. You know, we talked about cutting the crap, and now we're going to make sure you get a little bit more nutrients in there by eating the rainbow. And no, I'm not talking about Skittles, because remember, we cut the crap. Multicolored vegetables, whole foods. We want to go towards a plant-based whole foods eating patterns. And then you can go into the diet of your choice, whether that's Mediterranean or, whatever. Maybe you need a specialized diet because of special health concerns and you're working with a dietitian. If you need one, I can help refer you to one. But everybody needs these basic foundations, but everybody doesn't fit, any of the fad diets that have been around. However, once you've got these foundations, you can move into a healthy vegan eating pattern, a healthy vegetarian eating pattern, a healthy meat eating pattern, a healthy whatever it is, whatever diet you want to try. You've got the foundations set. And that's what this is all about, a springboard so that you can go into whatever it is you want to do throughout your years. Getting a theme here. The mind foundation of phase 2 is mindfully. We're working a little more, and I'm not talking about meditation. I'm not talking about sitting and doing a practice. I'm talking about living more mindfully, bringing it into your being in what you're doing daily throughout the day. Let's say that again. Being in what you're doing daily throughout the day. Being in what you're doing. We get so caught up in our heads and so much to do, and we lose touch with our being. And that's a lot of, I hold all my stress here, Wendy. And I'm like, well, stop holding it. Let it out. Stop accumulating silly stress hoarders. We're silly stress hoarders, and it doesn't have to be that way. You just train yourself. There's another key. Train yourself. That's what this is all about. Training yourself to set these basic behaviors so that healthy living isn't another thing you have to do. Phase 3, adaptation. Keep going. Navigate your journey, the obstacles that come your way. Yes, we've started to set these patterns, and we want to keep going. And so we take the little scan and squeeze snacks and the juicy joint snacks, and then add more movement snacks sprinkled throughout your day. This is a great way if you're time blocking your schedule, then you could do a minute of movement, right? Between the blocks. That could be like going outside and getting grounded, being barefoot in the grass, or hugging a tree, or just getting some nature nurturing. That could be a minute of squats, or a minute of planks, or a minute of whatever corrective you're working on, or a minute of dancing to your favorite music, or a minute of punching the frustrations out, or a minute of meditation. But whatever the snacks are, to keep that variety and that activity threaded throughout your life, because you are not just training yourself at the yoga class or at the gym if you go, or at the whatever CrossFit, if you, whatever activity it is, we keep thinking, oh yeah, I went cycling this weekend, I'm fine. Thing is, people that work over a desk all week and then go cycle all weekend, they have the same upper body position and it's all forward plane of motion. And if they have to twist and bend and pick up a pen, boom, out goes their back. So we need this variety threaded through your life for that resilience. And the more you move in more ways, the more you are able to move in more ways. My mom once asked me, how do you get better at standing on one leg with balance? I'm like, by standing on one leg. And she's like, oh, my daughter. And then later she was with the physical therapist presentation. She's like, guess what they said? Stand on one leg. I'm like, yeah. So stop complicating things and just snack your way to movement happiness. Who doesn't like snacks? Now, here's the flip side of that for foundation number 2 of the 3rd phase. It's switch off. Now, this means not eating late at night. There's a reason it's called break fast breakfast. It's not a fast cramming of food in your face. And intermittent fasting does not mean don't eat breakfast and don't eat for hours until I'm drained and then eat a pizza and a ton of crap. That's not healthy. That's not healthy intermittent fasting. We're not built to be eating late at night. We're not built for these heavy dinners at like 8, 9, 10 p.m. We're not made for that. Right? Going to sleep with all of that in your system going, slowing down the overnight processes. So it's good. And also in modern life, we tend to snack and graze and just eat incessantly. And your body your digestive system never has a chance to reset, to recalibrate. So it really throws your system off. So we explore the timing of eating, right? Cut the crap, add some quality, look at the timing. Simple foundations from which you can go off into other specific fasting mimicking diets or specialized intermittent fasting programs for periods of time. But first we set the foundations, folks, right? And on to my favorite, playfully. That's right. Enjoying the explorations along the journey, the challenges that help us grow, the celebrations, you appreciating you accepting you attending you're awesome, you activating you, yay! Play is important, not just for children, not just for puppies, young animals. It's important for adults too, not just for corporate team building, not just for artists and creatives, for you, for all of us. Play is key to thriving lifelong. So there you have it. Those are the foundations. That is the simplified format, the simplified framework for the program, the 3x3 Pain-Free Vitality. Sounds good. Here's a special gift. I have a fillable weekly habit tracker for you. If you want that, just send me a note tracker, drop it in the comments, say hello, 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 hello. And let me know you're out there, people. It is lovely. Now, this is where you can join the community on the school platform. freedom.wisewithwendy.com will take you here, and it is free for this month. Next month, we're starting the June, July Jam. It's the 8-week challenge. So you can learn those joint activation mobility exercises. Get in free. Later this year, the community will be $99 a month. So the sooner you get in, the lower your rate. And what rate is lower than $0? So go ahead and jump in now. It's free, and you can learn what the platform is all about. It is growing. It is a great opportunity to build your business, build your brand, or build some community around something you love, whether that's fixing cars or creating, games or playing with making, anything. There's communities about anything. You can make a community and you can monetize it. just by sharing with people who love the same thing you do. So I could get on a whole soapbox about how enthusiastic I am about that. And that's why the offer is coming soon, the super special, incredible value offer to help me get to LA on Friday. So we've done a nice introductory overview. This is a motivational tool helping busy people. Right now, you've got the framework, the foundations to work on. A lot of times we know the right things to do, but we need someone to help us through, to take those steps for living a life free from pain and full of energy, playful productivity, peak performance. So that, one of the top complaints is just that lack of energy. My clients, I specialize in working with folks over 40. There's hormonal shifts that happen in your 30s, and your physical resilience changes, and your life and career and family and everything changes. And, I've been there and not falling apart myself. So I have personal experience with a lot of that. And one of the top complaints is just that they don't want to call it fatigue, but it's just that general lack of energy. They're drained, depleted, discouraged. So we want to have fun. We want to make it easy. We want to live well with less effort. Right, Max? Yes, that's right. So here's a review. The 3x3 Vitality, nice little wrap here. You might want to screenshot this so you can make it bigger or something. Attention, get set, ignite your journey. Scan and squeeze, shake it off, people. Stop accumulating that stress. Shake it off, cut the crap. Revisit your aim for clarity and focus, and make sure you're going where you want to go and you're not and haven't ended up on some detour. Get going with attention activation. Okay, are you going to crawl on my lap? Move more. Move your body through its current range of motion. Non-judgmental observation, exploration. Not, ooh, I'm such a mess. Ooh, I'm full of knots. Ooh, I can't move, my bad back, my bum knee. Stop with that messaging and just explore and be grateful for the capacity in which you're able to move, and the capacity in which you're able to move will likely improve. So be mindful, more mindful moments, being in what you're doing throughout the day. Adaptation, keep going, navigate your journey, the obstacles, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the roller coaster, the dumpster fires, the naysayers and negative Nancys. More movement snacks. Snacks, yay, yay. This is a wonderful one. The yay is a wonderful movement snack. Arms up in a Y, down in an A, up in a Y, more yay in your day. Hooray. And try to cut that late night eating out. Give your system a chance to reboot. That's why sleep is so important too, folks. Your body needs, I talk about it like this. What happens if you don't take the garbage out the kitchen? Night after night after night, it accumulates. It gets stagnant. It gets smelly. It gets gunky. It gets gross. That's what's happening in your body. That's the stagnant poison puddle effect. You want to be a fresh, bubbling spring. Yes, fresh, bubbling spring. And nighttime is when the cleaning crews come through. They take the garbage out. They do a little bit of remodeling. And then they bring in the breakfast buffet for the cells to feed your body. Refresh, renew, revitalize. Sleep is key for this, and not being full of a bunch of pizza when you're trying to do that. Then the cleaning crews will be eating the pizza instead of doing their job, right? So switch off and live more playfully, mindfully, playfully, with aim. There you have it. Now here is an overview of the programs. Basically, you can have the program for just, $9.99 a month. I think I'm going to drop that to $5 a month. And there are different ways. You can go through 30 days. You can go through 3 months, 6 to 9 months, a whole year. It's up to you. You choose. It's a choose your own adventure. Right? How deep do you want to go? And towards that end, today, I am offering, you might have seen my post on the platform, $97 sessions. And you can add a session. So if you send $97, that's one session. $197 is two. $297 is three. $397 is four. And that is out the door. How many sessions we're going to work together to get you on your way with this program. And that's Venmo at Wiseman Integrative. And I'll drop that QR code in just a moment. Here's an overview of the community we're looking at back here, Barefoot Vitality. It's got free training in there. The Joint Activation Mobility Challenge is coming for June and July. The 28-day mobility challenge is in there. You can unlock by engaging in the community. You can unlock it for free. The back pain program, the knee pain program, the shoulder pain program are available for you to access. They do require an additional fee and programming to make sure it's right for you. And, greater access to working with me in these programs is all there, and it's free. So come on in, you scan that or go to freedom.wisewithwendy and bring some friends along, because pain is a pain in the ass, and we spell that ass with money signs. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'm going to pop that other QR code, that special offer for Venmo. If you need transaction processing for a different country, hit me up and let me know. I have Stripe and other methods that we can make whatever program work for you in whatever you want to do, whatever you've got going on. Let's start the conversation. Let's talk about it. I can help you or refer you to a person or a path that will work for you and what you're going through, because the ocean of information is overwhelming. Take advantage of this expertise that you have right here at your fingertips, literally at your fingertips. I love connecting with people. I love sharing resources. I love connecting other professionals with people that they can help, and incredible, community connections. Together, we create a better world as happier, healthier humans when we reach out and connect one another and share with one another and uplift one another and help one another through. And that's what I am here to do. And that is what you are here to do too. So let's help one another. And if you know someone that's always complaining about their knee pain, their back pain, their shoulder pain, send them my way. I've got the programs to help, and there's no better day than today. This $97 special is today, Wonderful Wellness Wednesday, tomorrow, Thursday, and then Friday. And that's it. No more of that super, super duper special. I'll put together a sales page for the other special later today, and you can watch for that. I'm doing another presentation tonight on this, and for practice so that I get better talking about it, and also to catch more eyes so more people can see about this fantastic program and boost your being, break through to a better you, right? Stop and start again. There you go. That's the secret. Healthy doesn't have to be complicated. You can live well with less effort. So let's go. Let's grow. Life is super exciting, and it's so good to have the energy to make it through your day in your way. Yay! All right. Whatever you do, wherever you are, whenever you're doing it, make sure you make it a great day the wise way, and I'll see you soon.